Hello my friends, Gabriel here. Welcome to another video. You're watching Gavo HD, and this evening we're gonna make somewhat of a comparison. It's not the usual comparison that you might see on the internet or on YouTube, but this is the type of comparison made by let's say, not basically a fanboy, but a guy who really loves these devices that you can see right here. This is the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, and this is the Galaxy Note 5. And I'm gonna do this comparison my way, and I'm gonna talk about my experience with these two devices. I'm gonna tell what I like about them, what I don't like, what I consider to be the benefits of one over the other, and so on, and blah blah blah. You get the point. So first of all, meet Godzilla and King Kong. Godzilla of all smartphones, as I said it back then when I first bought it, for me this was the best, but the best phablet on the market right then. And this is the fourth time that I buy the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, and this says a lot about the experience, the great experience that I had with this device, the great quality that I got from the device, and it exceeded my expectations. And here we have the current king of phablets, as everyone else out there on YouTube calls it, and not only of phablets but of smartphones in general, the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, King Kong if you want. So this is a comparison between Godzilla and King Kong, whatever. Differences in terms of hardware are gigantic. Top of the line hardware, screen, cameras, battery, functionality and whatnot. This one here is close to 3 years since its release, so not the latest, not the greatest, but it still packs a good punch, still has a lot of life in it, and I'm pretty damn sure that although it won't receive Marshmallow official, with some new custom ROMs running or based on Marshmallow, this device will improve a lot better. There is no comparison in terms of screens. 6.4 inches Full HD triluminous display, 5.7 Quad HD Super AMOLED display. So huge, somewhat huge. Batteries pretty much the same, 3050 mAh battery inside, 3000 mAh battery in this one. Performance wise, 4.5 to 5 hours of screen on time with the Z Ultra with my type of usage, 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with the Note 5, the same usage, the same apps installed, the same habits, the same of everything. In terms of cameras, 5 megapixel on the front, 2 megapixel on this one, 16 OIS with 4K video recording, 8 megapixel, no flash, no OIS, 1080p video recording. In terms of camera, the Note 5 wins hands down. There is no discussion here, there is no comparison here. In terms of battery life, well, what can I say? The Note 5 wins by a small margin, so it's not so dramatic. Fair enough, it sports a 2K display, this one is only 1080p, but keep in mind this one is a lot bigger than the Note 5. Actually, if I put the Note 5 on the Z Ultra, you can see that it basically fits in the footprint of the screen of the Z Ultra. So think about it. when you compare batteries between these two, at least if you're interested in owning these two. Another benefit for the Z Ultra: waterproof and dust proof. Nothing like that on the Note 5. Micro SD card up to 64 GB for the Z Ultra. No micro SD slot. No infrared port on both devices. Build quality is excellent for both metal and glass, both on the Z Ultra and the Note 5, but a lot slimmer, the Z Ultra 6.5mm. In terms of performance, well, this is another discussion. The Note 5 in theory wins hands down, as it sports the latest CPU, the higher amount of RAM, 4 GB of DDR4 RAM. Basically it's top of the line. This one sports a very old CPU, the Snapdragon 800 with 2 GB of DDR3 RAM, but don't be fooled. If you compare them in synthetic benchmarks, the Note 5 will get the double of what the Z Ultra gets in Antutu and whatnot. But in real life there is no difference. They both perform excellent, and in the case of the Note 5, I own it for about 2 weeks already. I started to notice some slowdowns in the menus when opening apps, when closing apps, when switching from another app. I started to have some little issues with apps crashing and whatnot, but with the Z Ultra running on the same Android 5.1.1 Lollipop as this one, I haven't had any issue like this. So to me it feels very strange why the latest and greatest has this, let's call them performance issues, when almost 3-year-old device absolutely handles them with grace, to be honest. Both devices have installed Go launcher on them, so this is the launcher that I always use on all my devices, and as you can see, there is no real difference between these two. What can I say? As a phablet fanboy, if you want, I prefer large screens on mobile devices. I don't like 4.5, 5-inch smartphones. I find them too small for my needs. I love the S Pen on the Note 5, although I don't really use it. But I do like it, that it's there, that I can make some things with it. But the same type of functionality you have on the Sony Z Ultra, even better if you ask me, mainly because you can use any type of object to perform the same actions like on the Note 5 with the S Pen. It doesn't have the same suite of apps to play with, but in terms of productivity, and if you really need to use your device with a pencil, with your car keys, with a coin, or with I don't know, you name it, you can use it on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. Unfortunately, Samsung, although they stepped up the game in terms of build quality and the choice of materials, they always do something counterproductive when they do this. And what I mean by this, they drop some benefits from their lineup, and as I said, in this case they drop the micro SD slot and also the IR blaster, whereas Sony, in terms of changing something, takes a different approach. It keeps the same things that worked perfect before and add some new ones to improve the experience. As I said in the beginning of this video, this isn't the most appropriate comparison between these two devices, because in terms of software and in terms of hardware and in terms of synthetic benchmarks, the Note 5 simply crushes the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. This is mainly a user comparison, a fanboy comparison if you want, because I do love the Sony Xperia Z Ultra. I did love the Note 5 when I bought it, but I'm starting to not love it that much. I don't know, don't get me wrong, it's an excellent device, it's fantastic, it has a lot of power inside it, but only after 2 weeks of usage, and I don't install a lot of apps. I don't think that I have 25 apps installed on my device, and the same apps are installed on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, and after only 2 weeks of usage I can notice slowdowns on the Galaxy Note 5, and I have no issue with the Z Ultra. So it's simply mind-blowing how this is possible on newer hardware to encounter this type of issues. I do love the device, I do like it, I do use it on a daily basis, but ever since I bought the Z Ultra I started to use actually the Z Ultra a lot more. Mainly because it simply annoys me to see lag on a 2015-2016 flagship, because the Note 6 isn't out yet, and it makes me very nervous and anxious about how this device will perform after, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now on. Whereas this one, although it's been on the market since 2013, it still performs flawlessly. And actually, with every single update, Sony has improved the device a lot. And this is why I actually bought it for the fourth time, as I said. What can I say? Love the devices. As I said, in my opinion, former king of phablets, current king of phablets, I don't know for how longer, because I've seen the Huawei Mate 8, which is a monster house if you ask me, but who knows, the next big thing might be cooking right now in some OEM let's say kitchen. What can I say? Price point, this one sells for about 700 euros, at least where I live, and this one you can buy it for 300 euros. You get a lot of benefits from the Z Ultra, especially in terms of screen size. Battery life is excellent in my opinion. The major drawback of this device is the cameras and the loudspeaker, which is very low in volume. But in terms of audio quality, when listening music through the headphones, the Sony Xperia Z Ultra is above the Galaxy Note 5. I don't get it why Samsung doesn't do something to fix their audio quality in the headphones. I never liked any Samsung device when I was putting my headsets inside to listen to music. The sound for me just doesn't feel right. Whereas with Sony devices, with HTC devices, with Apple devices, with Microsoft, Nokia, everything was okay. With Sony, excellent. But with Samsung, I always had a problem with the audio quality. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but what can I say? You try it and let me know what you think about this. This pretty much does it. What can I say? One of them, I'll be keeping it, I don't know for how long, but the other one will go out for sale very soon. I'm gonna let you guess which one will stay with me and which one is gonna get sold. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope I didn't bore you. As I said, it's not an ordinary comparison. It's let's say taking a trip down to memory lane if you want. Sony Z Ultra, Galaxy Note 5. Hit the like button if you liked it, share it and subscribe to my channel for future content. As always, my friends, I'm Gabriel, wishing you to be well, to be good. Peace.